Welcome, my friends, to another episode of Walking the Spiral of Truth and Love. I'm Coach Bill Sullivan, founder and senior director at Meditate School of Mindfulness and Sound, and the creator of the SVMT Method of Transformation. Today's episode is dedicated to a practice that changes everything, a practice that shifts your chemistry, your mindset, your energy, and your heart. Intentional gratitude, not the forced kind. Not the think positive trend, not the social media version, but the deep embodied gratitude that reconnects you with the life flowing through your body and the love moving through your world. This is the gratitude that becomes a vibration, a lens, a state of consciousness. So before we begin, I invite you to take in a nice deep breath, to settle into this moment as you exhale, and to give yourself permission to be here for just a few moments as we walk this spiral together. Gratitude is one of the most powerful frequencies we can embody. Yes, it is a frequency, because everything is energy, and it has nothing to do with pretending life is perfect or denying the reality of pain. Gratitude with intention isn't blindness, it's awareness sharpened by presence. It's the ability to see the whole, to acknowledge what's difficult and what is beautiful, to recognize what hurts without forgetting what helps. In our teachings of the SVMT method, we learn that gratitude's not a reaction, it's an intention. It's a chosen orientation of consciousness, a decision to meet life with openness rather than scarcity, comparison, or fear. It's a practice. With practice, gratitude becomes a grounding practice, an attunement practice, a nervous system regulation practice, a practice of aligning vibrationally, a practice of remembering truth. When gratitude becomes intentional, it becomes the path we move forward from. This isn't just a spiritual perspective. There's science connected to this. The science of why this works. Modern research is unequivocal. Gratitude increases dopamine and serotonin, the brain's feel-good and meaning chemicals. It reduces cortisol, lowering stress by up to 28%. It increases vagal tone, shifting the nervous system into safety. It enhances immune function, sleep quality, resilience, and emotional regulation. It improves cognitive flexibility and reduces rumination, and it increases empathy, compassion, and pro-social behavior. And here's the most profound part. The brain cannot hold gratitude and fear at the same time. Gratitude shifts the nervous system into coherence. This is why gratitude is central to our teachings in the SVMT method and most other wisdom traditions. It creates the internal environment needed for transformation. Intentional gratitude is a return to wholeness. It's different than passive gratitude. Passive gratitude notices what feels good after it happens. Intentional gratitude turns towards the body and the moment with curiosity and reverence, even when things are messy. It says, for all of this, the hurt, the healing, the beauty, the becoming, the breath, the body, the mind, I am grateful. It's not about saying everything's okay. It's about meeting everything with awareness, with allowing, with acceptance, and then being present in it, meeting everything with this presence. Many of us are conditioned to focus on what's wrong and what's right. So much of focusing on that labeling moves us into this space that we start paying attention to what's missing, or what's not working, or what's not good enough, or what we haven't yet achieved, or what someone else didn't do, or the words that they said that hurt us, or the things that are all wrong. But gratitude is a practice of repairing that filter in the mind. It rewires the lens through which we're viewing the world, and it brings the world back into balance, not through denial, but through truth. Even in hard seasons, there is breath, Even in grief, there's support. Even in those moments where we're reflecting on the trauma of our past, there is a sunrise. There is kindness. If we pause and breathe, there is a moment of ease. There is always love. Gratitude widens the heart so we don't lose sight of the beauty that's still there. Because it's so easy to focus on everything that's wrong, to see the world as a terrible place, to only focus on the chaos. But gratitude brings us back to the truth that yes, the chaos is there, but so too is a beautiful blue sky. So too is the love of my heart. So one of the most powerful forms of gratitude is gratitude for the body. And what's really amazing about this is science shows that when we find gratitude for all those parts, the biology of belief brings that energy into our whole being and connects us to the innate ability that we have to heal within. Now, this doesn't mean I don't need to still do the work or take my medicine or whatever that might be. But this practice turns us inward so that we can be part of our healing journey, so that we can empower ourselves from within, so we can vibrate from a place of authenticity. So, again, intentional gratitude brings us back to the eyes that have witnessed the beauty, the ears that have heard laughter, to the feet that have carried us through so many journeys of hardship and ease, to the hands that reach out and hold and held others, to the heart that keeps beating through it all, to the skin that feels connection and the breath that has never abandoned us. This body is sacred ground, the sacred ground of every joy and every lesson. Gratitude brings us home to that truth, not just seeing the body as a vessel, but seeing as the body as us. There's a phrase I use so often in meditation: for all of this, I am grateful. This line captures the essence of everything we teach. Not selective gratitude, intentional gratitude. Not gratitude for only pleasure, gratitude for the whole of life. Not gratitude that bypasses pain, but gratitude that can transform it. Gratitude that says, for all of this, the joy, the grief, the tenderness, the becoming, the fears and the doubts, the discoveries and the creativity, the unknown and the unfolding, I am grateful. Because every experience has shaped the person you are becoming. As we look back on our life, there may be times that we aren't so proud of, but they're still part of our journey. So before we move forward into a deep meditative reflection, I invite you to reflect on these questions. Where have you forgotten to be grateful for the life you're living right now? And what might shift today if you dedicated today to intentional gratitude for the body, for the breath, for the people in your life, and for the moment that you're in? Let those questions settle and come back to them later if you choose to. And now I invite you to come into a meditative space, whatever that might feel like to you now. This meditation that's titled, For All of This, I Am Grateful, is a deep reflection. So I invite you to wherever you are to settle down and get comfortable for just a moment, for just about 15 minutes. 15 minutes of your time to shift perspective, to lean into the truth, and connect to your body. So once you find that position and you feel that you're safe, I invite you to either close your eyes or soften your gaze and allow your breath to soften just a little bit. Allow yourself to breathe nice and easy, and allow yourself to feel your body supported beneath you. For just a moment, allow yourself to scan your body from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, and then all the way from the tips of your toes back up to the top of your head. And then once you're fully ready, I invite you to whisper inward as you're thinking of your breath and your body. For all of this, I am grateful. and just breathe. And I invite you to allow your awareness to just settle into that breath, to feel the rise and the fall, to feel how it flows into your nose and down through your windpipe and into your lungs, and then back out again. And just think for a moment as you breathe and settle in. This is my body breathing. This is me breathing. This breath that has been with you for all of your life and will be with you for all of your days ahead. Feel the warmth. Feel the steadiness. And just think for a moment. For this breath, I am grateful. Thank you, breath. And just allow your breath to settle in just a little bit more. And maybe you feel a little shift, but don't try to force it. Then I invite you to bring your awareness all the way down to your feet and your toes. Think about where they are and the position that they're in. As you bring your awareness to your feet and your toes, notice what sensations are there. The temperature, the pressure, the weight. And as you think about your feet and your toes, silently reflect, thank you for carrying me to every place I've ever been, for every step, for every journey, for every moment of movement. I am grateful. Breathe into your feet. Feel that energy in your toes. And then allow your awareness to move up from your feet, up through your legs, all the way into your thighs, and then all the way back down to your ankles. And as you think about your legs for a moment, don't focus on anything that might feel out of sorts. Feel the wholeness of them, both legs together, both thighs and knees, calves and ankles. And as you think about your legs, think about how they've carried you through life. And just say silently inward, thank you for your strength, your resilience, your devotion, for the steps that we've climbed, the dances we've danced, the paths that we've walked. I am grateful. And just let that gratitude flow through your legs. And then from your legs, I invite you to bring your awareness into your hands. Think about your hands and your fingers for a moment. The palms of your hands and all of your fingers. And as you think about your hands and your fingers, bring in some gratitude. Thank you for every touch of connection and care, for every moment that you've supported me, for every gesture of love, for every touch, for every grasp, for every moment of holding another's hand, for every creation. I am grateful. Then bring your awareness to your arms, from your wrist all the way up to your shoulders and all the way back down again. As you think about your arms, invite in a sense of gratitude for all the reaching out, for all the hugs, for all the balance, for all of that. I am grateful. And then up into your shoulders and feel the strength of them. Notice the balance and the poise. Breathe through your shoulders and allow them to relax a little bit to feel and express and receive the energy of gratitude for the way they've carried you through your life, for all their strength and balance and poise. I am grateful. Then coming up into your eyes, think about how your eyes feel. And if your eyes are closed, perhaps you can see now the shapes and the shadows trying to creep in from the other side. If your eyes are softened, just notice the colors that you see. And just for a moment, send this message to your eyes. Thank you for the colors, for all of the sunrises and sunsets, for being able to see the faces that you've loved, the places that you've been, for all of the flowers that you've seen, the oceans and the mountains, the pages and the words in books, the pictures, the movies, the moments that you've witnessed. For all of this, I am grateful. And then come out to your ears. Think about your ears and not the sensitivity of sound, perhaps not the reduction in your hearing. Think about how they've allowed you to hear so many things. Bring that gratitude. Thank you for the sound of laughter, for the sound of music, for the beating of a drum, for the sound of rain and the birds singing, the sound of the waves flowing into the shore, for the voices of those that you cherish, for the whispers, for how many times you've heard the words "I love you" or "thank you." Just think for a moment. For these ears, I am grateful. And then to your nose for a moment. As you feel your breath flowing in and out of your nose, allow your awareness to come into the sense of gratitude for the scent of rain, of fresh cut grass, the smell of a rose, the smell of home. For all of this, I am grateful. And bring your awareness into your heart center. And if you'd like, bring a hand to your chest. Feel the energy of your heart. And just for a moment, whisper these words to your heart. Thank you for beating me through every moment that I didn't think I would survive. Breathe. Thank you for opening when love arrived and for protecting me when I needed safety. Breathe. Thank you for every expansion and contraction, every softening and hardening, every truth. Thank you for the forgiveness and the hope, for the compassion and the joy, for the love. Thank you. Feel your heart beating. And then if you'd like, drop your hand back to your side. And then bring your awareness from your heart up through your throat, feeling the energy of your throat. And as you feel the air moving through your throat, allow yourself to come to some gratitude for your ability to express yourself, for all the times you've said the words "I love you" or "thank you", for all the humming, for all the talking, for all the expression. I am grateful. Then moving up into your amazing mind, that mind that at times can be so confounding but also so creative, for the way you can look back to the past and imagine the future, that mind that is so magnificent, that is as vast as the universe. For all of this, think about all the thoughts you've had, all the expressions that you've made, all the choices, all the lessons. For this amazing mind, send in the message of gratitude. For all of this, I am grateful. And then moving from your mind to the top of your head, allow yourself to scan down over your forehead and your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, your ears, and breathe down through your throat and your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and your fingers, down through your spine, back into your chest, into your tummy and your hips, all the way down through your legs, into your feet and your toes. And then come back up through your toes and all the way back up to the top of your head. And I invite you to think about the wholeness of your body. The wholeness of your body. Feel that wholeness, not focusing on any part that might be wrong. Feel it all together. And maybe imagine your body as one whole mandala, one sacred universe of sensation and becoming. And as you think about your whole body, allow yourself to whisper softly to yourself, for all of this, I am grateful. For all of this, I am grateful. I am grateful. And just let your awareness settle. Allow gratitude to flow from your body. Imagine that flow of gratitude that flows through you now like a golden light, igniting every cell in your body with the energy of gratitude. Allow your cells to hear this message of gratitude. For all of this, I am grateful. And imagine that light brightens. Imagine those cells coming into coherence and balancing and flowing in harmony together. For all of this, I am grateful. Imagine that energy gets so strong you can't contain it within yourself, and you fill the space around your body with this soft golden light. For all of this, I am grateful. And you breathe into that light, and you rest in that light, and that light is the energy of you. The light is the energy of truth. That light is the energy of love. And in this moment, you're connected to the truth that love is the way and truth is the path. And this is your energy. Think about how it shifted. And feel your body. Allow that light to come back inside of you. But know that you're always glowing in that light. And just rest for a moment. Just breathe for a moment. And give yourself some gratitude for taking this time of reflection. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes with gratitude. Think about how you feel now, and give yourself permission to move forward in this day, walking in the light of gratitude. So I thank you for walking this spiral of gratitude with me today. To recognize that gratitude isn't just a practice of pretending, it's a practice of remembering. Remembering the miracle of the body, connecting to the resilience of the heart, allowing yourself to connect to love woven into the ordinary and the beauty hidden in the smallest of moments. This is the essence of the SVMT method, awakening to the truth that everything you need is already within or around you. If this episode moved you, I invite you to journey deeper, to come on this journey with me every day. Following this podcast, give it a like, put in a comment, show me that you're here. And then I invite you to pay attention in the not too distant future. My new upcoming book, Walking the Spiral of Truth and Love, will be offered as a companion for living with intention, love, presence, and a grateful heart. So until next time, I'm Coach Bill Sullivan with Meditate School of Mindfulness and Sound, and it's been my honor to walk this journey with you. Always remember, love is the way, and truth is the path.